Good afternoon, everyone. So for our lecture today, we will have an example on strain and axial deformation, which we have already discussed in our previous lesson. So let's start with this example. It says here, a steel rod having a cross-sectional area of 300 mm squared and a length of 150 meters is suspended vertically from one end. It supports a tensile load of 20 kN at the lower end. If the unit mass of steel is 7,850 kilograms per cubic meters and E, which is the modulus of elasticity, is equal to 200 times 10 raised to 3 megapascal, Newton per meter squared, find the total elongation of the rod in mm. Okay? So, as usual, let's have all the given first so that we will know what is required in this problem. So, what are the given in this problem? So, we have there 300 mm squared and that is our cross-sectional area. Okay, denoted by A. So, area na is equal to 300 mm squared. Then, there is also 150 meters there. So, that is the length of the rod, denoted by L. So, L is equal to 150 meters. And it is suspended vertically from one end. So, while we are reading this one, try to imagine anat langana. Dejay rad tayo. And it supports a tensile load of 20 kilonewton. So, tensile load. So, this is obviously an axial load. So, it could be tensile, compressive. So, for this one, a tensile load, and that is denoted by P. Okay? P is equal to 20 kilonewton. If the unit mass of steel, so there's given here 7,850 kilogram per cubic meters unit mass, or we call this as the density denoted by rho. Okay? So, even though we forgot that one, we have here kilogram per cubic meters and that is mass per volume, so that is density. So, that is denoted by rho is equal to 7,850 kilogram per cubic meters. And also, modulus of elasticity is given, that is denoted by E, is equal to 200 times 10 raised to 3 mega. Okay? So, Newton per meter squared is Pascal. So, lagay na lang natin mega Pascal. So, find the total elongation. So, this is now the required. Kunin daw natin yung total elongation of the rod and take note that is in mm. Okay? So, yung required natin for this problem is the total elongation, or that is denoted by this symbol. So, that total elongation, or ano man yan, deformation. So, yan. So, let us denote this as T. So, total elongation of the rod. So, lagay na natin in mm daw. Okay, so, from the term total elongation, so mapapatanong tayo na ibig sabihin hindi lang isa yung cause ng kanyang elongation. It could be two or more. Tama? So, yun yung gusto nating malaman for us to know kung ano yung magiging working equation natin dito. Right? So, yung solution natin, so yung total elongation now is equal to ano ba yung magiging cause ng elongation dun sa rod. So, try muna natin siyang i-drawing. So, yung sinasabi dito, parang ito yung suspended ceiling. So, suspended siya. So, ito yung rod natin. Nakasuspend. Okay? So, ganyan. Ganyan yung itsura niyan. So, dito, ano kaya yung magiging effect ng elongation sa rod natin? So, there is tensile load there. So, isa na yon. So, due to tensile, so ito yung magiging force P natin. Kasi sabi doon, is suspended vertically from one end and supports a tensile load of 20 at the lower end. So, position natin siya dito sa lower end. That is our P, tensile load P. So, yun na yung isa. So, therefore, dito sa total elongation natin, there will be an elongation due to the tensile load P. So, isa na yon. Ano pa kaya? So, another one is we will have weight here at the center. Take note, center siya. Okay, so isa rin to na magkakos ng elongation that is naman due to its own weight. Okay, so dito, i-add lang natin for us to get the total elongation that is due to the tensile load and of course, due to its own weight. So, if wala nang cause ng kanyang elongation, so that this will now be our working formula for this certain problem. Okay? So, alright. So, since ito na yung working formula natin, of course, we will utilize yung ating formula na this is yung plae natin. So, deformation is now equal to, or yung fish fillet ninyo, so PL over AE. Okay? So, yan na yung magiging working formula natin. So, yan. So, now, of course, for us to get the value of the total elongation, first we need to know the value of the elongation due to the tensile load and due to its own weight. So, unahin ko na yung due to its own weight. So, first one, let us get the elongation. So, denoted by this one, elongation due to its own weight. So, yan. So, ito muna yung kukunin natin and that is denoted by deformation W. So, let's utilize this one, our formula. So, ibig sabihin, kapag due to its own weight, yung magiging formula na natin para specific, that is now due to its own weight is now equal to yung magiging force na natin. Okay, so ito, yung figure natin, ano na siya? CW na. Tama? So, W na yung force natin and then, syempre, yung length natin over CA, area, and then modulus of elasticity, E. So, from here, tignan natin si L, given naman na. So, we have no problem for that. And also, A is given, also E is given. So, yung problem na lang natin para masolve natin yung deformation due to its weight is the weight itself. Okay? So, ano yung formula natin for the weight? So, let's solve for the weight here. Solve for weight W. So, di ba we know that weight is equal to mass times the gravitational acceleration G. Pero yung problem natin, sa given na to, wala tayong mass and G, wala naman tayong problema dyan kasi we know that G is equal to 9.81 meters per second squared. That is constant. So, paano natin malalaman kung anong M natin? Wala naman siya dito sa ating given. So, kailangan natin i-utilize ito or gawan ng paraan para may makuha tayong mass. Or if ever man, let's try to look at our given. So, by unit analysis, so let's try to look at here. So, yung rho natin, di ba, kung titignan natin kahit wala tayong makita na M dyan, we know that yung kilogram is a unit of measurement for mass or mass M. Tama? And then yung cubic meters natin is a unit of measurement for volume V. Therefore, from that, we can generate an equation na that is now rho is now equal to mass M over volume V. Okay? So, from that, may nakita na tayong M, which is yun yung kailangan natin dito. So, by cross multiplication, M now is equal to rho times the volume V. But then again, may problem ulit tayo kasi kapag ito, pinag-in natin dyan, wala pa din tayong value ng V kasi nga walang given dito. But again, there is an area ij and length ij. Therefore, by unit analysis again, di ba pag kukuha tayo ng volume that is in the unit cubic meters. And if we say that area, unit of measurement for that is, it's either naka-square siya, so multiplied by meters, we will generate cubic meters. Okay, nagigets yun? So, yon. So, that is now equal to, by that, we can now say that mass is equal to rho and volume is just a product of area and your length L. So, from here, may M na tayo which is equal to rho A times L and all of this are given na. Okay, so lagay na natin dito. So, yung weight na natin is now equal to mass M. So, that is equal to rho A L multiplied by G. So, we can now solve for W. So, plug in natin. That is now equal to, ano yung rho? That is kilogram per cubic meter. So, 7,850 kilogram per cubic meters. And then, area. Area is 300 mm squared. So, since naka-meters ito and meters din si G natin constant, ito na lang yung i-convert natin. So, by converting that, 300 mm squared, so, pwede nyo na lang ilagay sa calcul ninyo. So, 300 mm squared, if we convert that to meters squared, that is equal to 3 times 10 raised to negative 4 meters squared. Okay, we just need to multiply that by 1 over 1,000 squared. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung value niya in meters squared. So, plug in natin dito. Magiging 3 times 10 raised to negative 4 meters squared. So, pansin ninyo, dinalagay ko talaga yung unit of measurement para hindi ako malito if ever na may kakaibang unit of measurement tayo para makita natin siya kaagad. And then length. So, length is 150 meters. So, lagay lang natin dito. Wala tayong problema kasi naka-meters naman na siya. Then G, so yon na yon. 9.81 meters per second squared. So, kung titignan natin, tama lang. Kasi ito, M squared times M is cubic meters. So, mag-cancel siya dyan. And kilogram meters per second squared, that is equivalent to Newton. So, kapag kinalculate na natin yan, okay, if we calculate now this one, so yung makukuha na natin for the value of W is now equal to, so yung makukuha natin, this will be in Newton. So, try to calculate, that will equal to 3,465.3825 newtons. Okay? So, yan. So, weight pa lang yan. So, eto, since nakuha na natin siya, plug in na natin dito for us to know the value of the deformation due to its own weight. So, plugging in here is now equal to, so, W, so, plug in natin dito, 3,465. Okay, so, dapat naka-Newton siya. 3,465.3825, that is in newtons. Then, length. So, kung titignan natin, si E, ito, si modulus of elasticity, naka-megapascal. Di ba yung convention natin ng unit of measurement, kapag megapascal to, okay, kapag, note natin, kapag megapascal yan, so wait, yan. So, kapag megapascal yan, si force natin, that is, should be in Newton, and then yung, tawag doon, si area natin, so, di ba, stress is equal to force over area, yung area natin is in mm squared. So, that will equivalent to megapascal. So, that's why, dito, sa length natin, dapat i-convert natin si 150 meters. Pero wait, before that. So, question, si length na 150 meters ba yung gagamitin natin dito when we are considering weight? So, yun yung question. So, kung itratry natin i-drawing, what will be the effect doon sa rod natin? Diba? Ito yung tawag nun. Ito yung ceiling natin, for example. So, try to draw yung magiging itsura ng rod once na may weight siya. Or due to its own weight, ano yung magiging itsura ng kanyang deformation. So, yung magiging effect niyan, dito siya magkakaroon ng deformation sa taas. So, dito. So, kung ito yung rad originally, so yan. Ito si rad natin originally. So, of course, yung length niya is ito. That is equivalent to 150 meters. Tama. Pero, if there is a weight, so, di ba yung position ng kanyang weight is dito sa gitna? So, dyan. So, yan yung weight niya. So, this one. Ito si weight. Tama. Ibig sabihin, ano yung magiging tawag doon? Length natin dito. If that is at the center. So since center yan, i-divide lang natin si 150 by 2. That is equivalent to 75 meters. Okay, so yung sinasabi natin kanina, yung magiging effect niyan, yung made-deform is hindi sa baba. Or hindi yung mag-e-elongate sa baba. Kundi, when we are considering weight, dito siya mag-e-elongate. So, kumbaga, dito siya. Ito yung mag-e-elongate. So, ibig sabihin, yung portion na yan, so dito ko na lang ilagay. So, yung portion na to, wait. So, yan, 75 yan. So, yung portion na to, eto na yung deformation due to its own weight. Diba? So, yan na siya. So, yung ano nito, hindi sa baba, 'di ba? Yun yung ini-imagine natin. Pero since nasa gitna yung weight, yung position, ibig sabihin hindi naman ito yung mag-elongate, 'di ba? For example, tayo kapag paano ba i-explain? So, for example, yung nakatali sa taas, 'di ba? Hindi naman yung sa baba yung mag-elongate, kundi yung nakadikit doon sa taas. So, yun yung explanation nun. Kaya, ito yung part na mag-e-elongate. So, therefore, yung length na gagamitin natin, so, anuin ko lang to baka malito kayo. So, yan is yung measurement lang. So, yung length na gagamitin natin dito is, yun na, si 75 meters. But then again, megapascal yung given na modulus para di na tayo mahirapan, kunin natin yung equivalent ni 75 meters na naka-mm. So, that is equivalent to multiply lang natin yan to 1,000. Okay, so that is equivalent to 75,000 mm. Okay, so yan. And then area, since mm na yan, we don't have problem for that. So copy lang natin 300 mm squared. Then yun na, si E, that is equal to 200 times 10 raised to 3, so this is in megapascal, ibig sabihin that is Newton per mm squared. So, kung titignan natin, magka-cancel lang ito, si mm, so, di ba mm squared yung nasa baba nito, magka-cancel na yan. Saan na yun? Yun. Magka-cancel lang to, so di ba ito is Newton per mm squared, kumbaga, dyan siya magka-cancel. And then, Newton times Newton dun sa taas. Therefore, mm yung matitira. So, kapag kinalculate na natin yan, ang magiging equivalent now ng deformation due to its own weight is now equal to 4.33 mm. Okay? So, yan pa lang yung due to its own weight. So, nakuha na natin ito. So, yan. Nakuha na natin yan. So, kukunin din natin yung due to the tensile load para makuha natin yung required na total elongation. So, proceed tayo. So, dito naman, yan. So, now, let's solve for the elongation due to the tensile. That is, of course, PL over AE. So, dito wala tayong problem kasi P naman is given. Dapat maging aware lang tayo dun sa mga units of measurement na ginagamit natin. So, plug in natin si P. That's equal to 20 kilonewton. So, this should be Newton. Okay? Kasi yun yung mga unit of measurement conventions natin. So, kilo is times 10 raised to 3 and then Newton. So, 20 kilonewton. And then, L natin, So, again, this should be in mm kasi yung given na is megapascal para hindi na to yung i-convert natin. So, just like kanina, naka-mm to. So, yung gagamitin naman natin ngayon, so, try din natin i-illustrate. So, kung ito, kapag due to its tensile load naman, dun sa tensile load, so, yan, tanggalin ko lang to. So kung ito, yung original rod natin, tapos yung i-consider naman natin is si, ito. So dito 'di ba at the end daw, dun sa problem, ito si tensile load natin. Tensile kasi palabas siya or pababa, okay? So yung magiging length natin na pipiliin, syempre ito. Kasi yung effect lang naman yan, dito siya mag-e-elongate. So parang dito. Okay? Diyan siya mag-e-elongate. So, eto na si, ano natin? Deformation due, sana? So, deformation due to the tensile load. So, ayan na siya. Ibig sabihin, convert lang natin si 150 meters to mm, times lang tayo ng 1,000. So, 150,000 mm. Then, all over, A natin, walang nag-iba. Since yun nga, we can apply that only to Hooke's law situation. And dapat hindi change yung kanyang area. As per dun sa conditions natin na na-discuss in the previous lesson. So, 300 mm squared. Then, yung E natin, that is 200 times 10 raised to 3 megapascal. So, parang kanina, yung matitira dyan is in mm. So, kapag kinompute natin, si deformation due to tensile load is now equal to exactly 50 mm. So, since meron na tayong value ng due to its own weight, so ito si due, para hindi tayo this is deformation due to the tensile load. And that is, yan. Okay, so since nakuha na natin tong dalawa, we can now solve for the total elongation. So that's now equal to 50 plus 4.33, and this is both in mm. So computing that is now equal to 54.33 mm. So, naka-mm na siya. So, yan na yung final answer natin for this example. Okay? So, yun. Then, next one. Let's have another example. So, dito naman tayo. So, sabi dito, an aluminum bar having a cross-sectional area of 0.5 inches squared carries the axial loads applied at the position shown. So, yung sinasabi niya dyan, ito si 6,000, 7,000, 5,000, and 4,000. These are the axial loads na na-apply na sinasabi dyan sa problem. Then, let us compute the total change in length. So, wag tayong malito dun sa mga terms. Let us familiarize na kapag sinabi nating deformation, change in length, same lang yung mga yon. So, change in length of the bar if E is equal to 10 times 10 raised to 6, PSI is pounds per square inch. Assume the bar is suitably braced to prevent lateral buckling. So, kunin muna natin yung mga given sa problem na to. So, sabi doon 0.5 inches squared, and that is the cross-sectional area denoted by A. So, A is equal to 0.5 inches squared carries the axial load. So, ito yung mga yon. So, yan na yan as per in the figure. Then, also, E is given. E is equal to 10 times 10 raised to 6 PSI or pounds per square inch. Then, yung required sa problem na to is the total change in length. So, again, total. So, that is total change in length. So, kung titignan natin sa formula, so yung magiging working equation natin, di na tayo lalayo dun sa formula natin na fish fillet. So, yan, fish fillet, plae. So, yun. Ayan. So, dito tayo mag-i-start. Gagamitin natin to. So, kung titignan natin sa figure, so, tama naman yung na-discuss natin under the conditions of Hooke's law na sabi doon is homogeneous, which is aluminum siya all throughout. So, sa part man na yan, yung 3 feet na yan, 5 feet and 4 feet, aluminum bar iyon. And then, hindi siya nag-change ng area, which is all throughout 0.5 inches squared siya. Okay, so ngayon, ano yung magiging total change in length nito? So, yung P natin dito, we need to know the internal forces dito sa each material natin. So, per measurement 3 sa 3 feet, 5 feet, and then 4 feet. So, there are 3 portions. Tama? So, yung magiging ano na natin dito is, so, yan. So, yung magiging equation na natin for us to get the total naman, since 3 parts yan, that is now deformation at 1 or at 3 feet plus deformation at 2 or 5 feet, ito, plus deformation naman at 4 feet or that is 3. Okay? So, ngayon, compute muna natin each. Pero paano? So, dito sa P natin ito, as per dun sa sinabi ko kanina, kailangan natin ng internal force. Okay. So, kung titignan natin unahin natin solve for deformation at 1. Kung try natin yun i-draw, so ito siya, dito sa figure na to, diba magkakaroon lang tayo ng internal force dun sa discussion natin in the previous sa axial or normal stress by cutting here. Tama? So, kapag nag-cut tayo dyan, tas try nating kunin yung isang part dito. So, di na natin papahirapan sarili natin. Dito tayo kukuha sa side na to. Okay? Dyan sa side na yan. So, yung magiging itsura niyan ngayon is eto. Diba? Eto yung portion. So, unahin na natin yung cutting plane. So, ito yung cutting plane natin. So, yan. Ito, yung ginawa natin dyan. And since dito natin kukunin sa left side niya, para mas konti yung i-consider na forces, ganito na yung magiging itsura. So, review na lang to kasi na-discuss na natin to in the previous lesson. So, yan siya, diba? Ganyan yung magiging free body diagram niya. And there is, tawag nun, load dito. Ay, sorry. Wait. So, may load yan na 6,000. So, lagay lang natin to since yung left side yung kinonsider natin. And dito na, sa portion ng cutting plane tayo, magkakaroon yung sinasabi natin na, tawag doon, internal force. So, i-denote natin siya as, dito na lang. So, again, depende doon sa direction, okay lang, as long as dun sa huli malaman natin kung tension siya or compression. So, this is now, let's say, denote natin as P1. So, ito na yung FBD natin in solving our deformation 1. So, yon, for us to know the value of P, so, syempre, we need summation of forces. So, gaya ng ginawa natin in the previous lesson, so since along X lang naman yung nakikita natin na involved dito, so yun yung gawin natin. Summation of forces along X, being our sign convention now, is equal to 0. So, yan. So, continue tayo. So, along X, so ito na lang yung unahin natin since pa-right. Pa-right is positive. So, P1. So, P1 positive. Then, 6,000 pa-left. So, minus 6,000 pounds and equate that to 0 pag wala na. Therefore, si P1 is equal to 6,000. So, same lang sila. And nakita natin na tama yung direction. Therefore, we need to identify this as tension. Kasi palabas siya. Okay? So, nakuha na natin si P. And, yun lang naman yung gusto nating makuha. Kasi si length naman is given na dito. Okay? There's 3 feet there. So, yun yung gusto nating makuha para later on, plug in na lang tayo sa value. Okay? Then, let's also try to solve for, or baka malito kayo, solve for P1 lang dito. P1, P2, and P3. Kasi, ito lang naman yung need natin para ma-solve si deformation natin. Okay? So, another is P2. Na-solve na natin si P1. So, okay na siya. How about si P2? So, ano naman si P2? So, eto siya. So, di ba sa P2, dito tayo magfo-focus sa 5 feet. So, gawin ulit natin yung mag-cut para makakuha tayo ng internal force. So, wait. So, internal force. So, dito tayo mag-cut. So, dito, okay lang kung sa right or sa left, parang same lang naman yung magiging effect. So, sa ano na lang tayo? Dito na lang sa, tawag doon, sa left ulit. Okay? So, kung yan yung magiging section natin, so, draw natin yung FBD natin. So, since left yung kinonsider natin, etong portion na to, from here, papunta dito. So, ano siya? Ito si, extract lang natin. So, same lang naman yung area. So, eto, ganyan. So, ano yung nasali? So, 6,000 pa din. So, may 6,000 pa din dito. So, wait. Hindi siya kasi. So, eto. Yan. So, yan si 6,000 pounds. So, yan na siya. Then, may makukuha pa tayo kasi itong portion lang na to is si 3 feet. So, 3 feet yan. Diba ito? Itong left niyan. And then, there is 7,000 pounds ijay. So, 7,000 pounds. So, copy ko na lang. So, 7,000 pounds. So, dito na lang. Dito siya, diba? Yan. 7,000 pounds. So, lagay natin dito. So, ito na yung na-consider natin na FBD for the second one. Okay. So, yan na siya. Ibig sabihin, dito sa cutting section natin, dito makakaproduce ng isang force or internal force. So, say sabihin naman natin na ano siya, compression. So, this is P2, for example. So, P2, so, again, along X lang ulit yan. So, we will have summation of forces along X equals to 0. So, our sign convention, positive to the right. So, therefore, dito, kunin natin lahat ng forces. Unahin ko na si P2 since si 7,000 kasi pa-right siya, positive. 7,000 pounds. Then, negative si 6,000 pounds. And then, also negative si P2. That's equal to 0. So, transposing P2, positive na siya. Yung matira, 7,000 minus 6,000, that is 1,000 pounds. And since positive, tama na compression ito. So, that is C. Okay, so nakuha na natin si P2. For the last one, kunin naman natin si P3. So, dito sa portion na to, itong 4 feet naman. So, yan, dito tayo mag-cut. So, wag na nating pahirapan sarili natin. Etong right side na yung kunin natin, hindi na to. Kasi kapag ito, buo yan. Okay? So, yan na tayo kukuha. Pa-right tayo. So, start tayo sa cutting plane. So, kung ito yung cutting plane natin, kapag kinonsider natin ito, yung right side, there is 4,000 pounds lang. Okay? So, kunin natin yon. That is now, ito yung sa 4 feet. So, yon. And there is 4,000 pounds. So, kunin ko na lang dito. So, 4,000 pounds dyan. And since there is a cutting plane here, again, may maproproduce tayo na, saan ako? So, maproproduce tayo na, tawag doon, internal force. So, gawin natin na pa-outward since para positive kasi opposite lang dapat yan. This is our P3. So therefore, from that, again, summation of forces along x equals 0. Yan, positive to the right. So kunin natin yung equation natin. Obviously, si P3, so sige, 4,000 pounds pa right, pa left si P3, so minus P3 equals 0. So obviously, P3 is equal to 4,000 pounds. And positive, therefore, tension siya. So, ayan, kompleto na si forces natin, internal forces. P natin, 6,000 tension, 1,000 compression, and 4,000 tension. So, balik na tayo dito sa working equation natin. So, from that, si total deformation is equal to deformation 1, deformation 2, and deformation 3. So, kung gagamitin natin yung formula natin, di ba this is, say, P1, para ma-identify siya, L1 kasi hindi parehas yung mga forces niya each section. So, kaya nagkaroon ng 1 doon tsaka 1 din sa length kasi iba-iba sila. So, nakita naman natin 3 feet, 5 feet, tsaka 4 feet. So, yun siya. Kaya may subscript tayo dyan. But, yung good thing is same lang si area. Kaya hindi na ako magkakaroon ng subscript dyan. Kasi same lang sila sa 1 man, sa 2 man, or sa 3. Okay. So, plus P2 L2 over AE, area plus modulus, plus P3 L3 over AE. So, yun. Since common factor naman si A over E, or AE, so, yung magiging ano na natin dyan, that is now equal to, gawin na natin na P1 L1 plus P2 L2 plus P3 L3 all over AE. Para yung input natin sa calcu, iisa na lang to. Hindi na tayo magdodoble or triple pa. Okay, so since kompleto na tayo, I think, kasi P1 nakuha na natin, P2 and also P3. Tapos yung length naman is given na, 3 feet, 5 feet, and 4 feet. Tapos area and modulus of elasticity is also given dito. So, we're now ready to solve for the total. So, plugging in all the values, so equal now to, so yan, P1 is, ano yung nakuha natin? 6,000. So, may bearing to ha, kung tension, kung compression. Kasi, di ba may sign convention tayo na kapag, ano siya, to the left, or that is compression, so ito, that is minus. So, since tension yan, positive, so 6,000 pounds. 6,000 pounds multiplied by length 1. Si length 1 natin is 3 feet. So, naka-fit siya. So, ito yung very important. Kaya naglalagay tayo ng unit of measurement. Kung 3 feet yan, so kung 3 feet yan, multiply lang tayo ng, 12. Kasi 12 inches is equivalent to 1 foot. So, para mag-cancel yung feet doon. Okay? So, plus P2 is, ay compression pala. So, therefore, minus dapat to. Yan. Minus, ilan? 1,000. So, 1,000 pounds. And again, naka-fit to. That is 5 feet. So, multiply ko na lang. 5 feet times 12. Para diretso na. And then, si P3. So, tension, that's why this is plus. Plus 4,000. So, 4,000 pounds. Then, yung length niya, L3. So, dito na tayo. L3 is equal to 4 feet. So, multiply natin ng 12 para maging inches. So, 12. Then, A now. Ilan yung A dito? 0.5. So, inches. Wala tayong problema. And PSI na yan. So, 0.5 inches squared then. So, 0.5 inches squared then. 10 times 10 raised to 6. PSI is pounds per inches squared. So, kung titignan natin yung mga unit of measurement natin, magka-cancel iyan. So, iyan. Then, lahat ng pounds. So, pounds, dahil may pounds dito. Then, yung matira na lang, these are all in inches na. Okay? Therefore, yung final na magiging answer natin na dito, yung total deformation now is now equal to, compute natin to, and our unit of measurement will be inches. So, computing this one, yung makukuha natin is 0.0696 inches. Okay? So, yan, inches. Then, since positive yan, yung maging effect nito, so, di ba deformation, pwede namang hahaba, pwedeng iikli. So, dito, since positive, yung effect niyan is hahaba or lengthening. Okay? So, this is now our final answer. Alright, so, yan. Okay? So, since we already had examples, so, for me to know if you really watched this lecture, I will give an assignment. So, ipasa na lang after ng ating academic break. So, lagay na lang sa A4 bond paper. Then, yon. I hope you learned a lesson for today. And thank you for your time. Bye.